When does the stressing out part begin? When do you guys start sort of stressing about the album?
Yesterday.
The stressing already started.
The stressing happened when we started recording the album.
Yeah.
I think like the most stressful part about making an album is honestly just picking it and narrowing it down from about 60 songs that we recorded, and then we have to narrow it down to like 12. So we have to make sure that it's perfection and that we have the right, options.
We'll definitely breathe a sigh of relief though when it comes out, because it'll be like,
It's done.
it's out.
Yeah.
Yep.
What changes after the album comes out? Does it make you guys feel like this is more real, or like?
I think, well, right now we haven't had any new music out in a while, so I feel like once the album comes out, there'll be like a sense of relief amongst us that we don't have to sing the same exact songs over and over again, and we can give our fans new music and we can perform new music for them and create a brand new show based off of it. So that's what we're most excited about.
Do you feel like people are going to get a better idea of who you guys are once this album comes out?
I think so. I feel like, we've grown so much from the music that they've heard already that when they hear this album, it's going to be, sides of us that they haven't seen before because we haven't gotten to really showcase them, and we finally are in this new music. And also, like, with a new album, with new music, comes a whole different era, you know what I mean? Like, style changes, and the shows change, and choreography changes, so it's like it's like a regeneration of us,
How involved is Simon in the album process?
We were just with him in the UK about a couple of days ago, so we're going to be working with him again. Lately we've been working with L.A. Reid and everything, but now Simon's back in the process because he was busy with the show X Factor. So
He was still involved in the process though.
Yeah.
Like he's just from a distance. Instead, L.A. Reid is more local to us because he lives in America and Simon lives in the UK. But he's still very involved in the process, and he sends over songs for us, and like he's definitely part of the decision.
Simon's always got our back.
Yeah.
And the cool thing about him is that he lets us have out or
Input.
input.
That
I
was
promise
cute.
I'm not stupid. Input, and he really cares about our opinions with the album.
How does Simon the Judge compare to working with Simon, like on a record, working in his label?
I mean, I think it's completely different. I feel like, in X Factor, he's judging, and it's more of like there's more of a wall, if that makes sense. Like it's like the contestant and him. But when it's like us making an album, it's kind of everybody on the team is working together to make something. You know what I mean? I feel like otherwise it's the artist trying to make something and him evaluating it. But with us, it's like us doing it together.
Has he told you like what he envisions for you guys, like what he wants you to be, what his goals are for you guys?
Yeah, I think that's something that we always talk about. Like, girl empowerment has always been a very recurrent theme because we're a girl group. So there's the whole idea of what Fifth Harmony wants to be is something that we both agree with, which is like, thank God.
And he's always like, I want you to be the biggest band in the world. Always.
Yeah, I mean that's always the goal.
Do you guys remember the exact moment where you felt like you were being taken seriously? You're like, I think they're starting to really respect us.
I think we still got some growing to do there.
Yeah.
Not from our end. I think it's just a matter of establishing yourself as an artist. We're still like in the process of doing that. We have our first album coming out and stuff, so you have say, but there's always that divide. You know what I mean? We haven't had our number one single. We haven't had that like position where we can say, well, like, okay, well, we've had this, so this is what we want. You know what I mean? We still have to work to that.
The album is kind of the tester for that.
Yeah.
Exactly. Did the MTV award help make you guys feel like you maybe belonged?
I think so. I mean, of course, like it's such a prestigious award, but I think for us it's really about obviously awards are amazing, but we want to also be respected by other artists as well. I think that's something that's very important to us, and we want our music to really be out there and to be successful, you know what I mean? Hopefully worldwide.
When the album comes out, which of you is going to be the first to check the sales numbers?
Ooh, that's an interesting question.
I think we'll all be like,
Yeah.
Or a manager.
Refresh.
Yeah, our manager will give us an email and we'll be like, guys, guess what? Hopefully we're happy about it.
Who was the last all-female group to really blow up? Like, who would you guys say was like the big?
well, when we were on,
They were huge.
Danny
I don't think so. I think Destiny's Child.
Destiny's Child, because when we won
Like
the VMA,
huge girl
when we won the VMA,
They were taking over.
They were pretty huge.
Anthony and Kane were huge as well.
we don't know.
I think
But
it's
all I remember is us when we won the VMA, we got acknowledged for being the first girl group to win a VMA.
For years, since the Pussy.
10 years.
Since the Pussy.
Since the
Yeah.
DC.
So then the Pussy
No,
Cat was the last
DC.
one.
DC won in 2008.
No, I think it was CD.
We don't know, clearly, so
We don't
hey,
know.
that's why- End of the day.
Do you guys feel like, have you tried to like study them at all and like see like what worked for them, what didn't, or?
I think that we definitely like look up and we're inspired by Destiny's Child, and then also like the Spice Girls. But I think that it's different for like just each girl group. We
different things
have
work.
our own thing.
Yeah, different things work for different groups because they're different individuals that are involved in the process. So it's just, I mean,
Different
we
team.
have a different.
And there's different things in each girl group that we kind of connect to, like the Spice Girls and just their
Personality.
authenticity and their personality, and like the fierceness of the Pussycat Dolls and the vocals and Destiny's Child. Like there's different things that we kind of like.
Draw from.